Golden Trout Wilderness. Here we go. Good morning once again. So we are back on trail after Lone Pine. Not on the PCT yet, but we're heading up the access trail to Cottonwood Pass. We've got a ride with Lone Pine Kurt this morning, who has kind of a side business shuttling hikers back and forth. He charges $15 a person up front, which I really appreciate. So much of this trail angel business is weird because a lot of folks, not all of them, but a lot of them are doing it to make money, or at least to make sure that they break even. But they don't tell you that up front, and then it's awkward because they're expecting money afterwards, but people don't know that. But Lone Pine Kurt is like $15 a head for a ride up to Horseshoe Meadows, which was much appreciated. Just took all the guesswork out of it, and I happily paid him the $15. So we're back at 10,000 feet here. We're going to be going up to over 11,000 feet, I think, at Cottonwood Pass. Yeah, feels good to be back on trail. I forgot to record the ride down or back up, on the road to Horseshoe Meadows. It's kind of a white knuckle road. There's an awful long way to fall if your driver isn't paying attention and messes up the turns or has mechanical failure on the way down. But we survived, and wow, it's like flying, looking out over the Owens Valley and the Alabama hills there. Absolutely spectacular. On the downside, my pack is heavy. Got 6 days of food with the bear can and the ice axe and the micro spikes. Still not as heavy as the big water carry from Landers Camp up to Walker Pass. Not as heavy as that, thank goodness, but still heavier than I am accustomed to. My bear can is 100% full, and I have my first day's food not in the can. And I was fairly generous with how much food I devoted to the first day, so I've got to eat it all today. And I had breakfast at the Alabama Hills Cafe this morning, a big omelet, potatoes, biscuit. So I'm gonna have to pack it in. See how that goes. But yeah, it's not really optional. All food needs to be secured inside the can tonight because of the bears. And the other thing I'm thinking about is we're at kind of an awkward mileage location for Mount Whitney. We really want to do a night hike and be up there for sunrise, as I did last time, because that is just so spectacular, and it's going to be close to a full moon, so that is going to be absolutely amazing, doing the approach by the light of the moon. We're really looking forward to that. But we're at the mileage where we're at now. It's just going to be either we crank out like 19 miles today with a late start, and then I sleep just for a couple of hours and get up at midnight, to do the night hike, or we take it easy and spread it out over 2 days. But we weren't really planning for the Mount Whitney side trip to take 2 days out of our schedule. So basically the choice is either cram everything really together and really mess up my sleep schedule, but only basically use up half a day, or spread it out, be kinder to my body, but we use up full two full days, which is gonna really impact our foods. So I don't know. We'll play it by ear today, see how fast we move, I guess. Yeah, so stay tuned, to be determined. So this is Cottonwood Pass, just about to rejoin the PCT at 11,132 feet, which is the new high mark for this through hike, but it's gonna get higher. Chicken Spring Lake, which is a beautiful alpine lake. And honestly, I'm trying to remember if this is the first significant lake we've had on the trail. There's been a couple of reservoirs. I'm drawing a blank on lakes. Anyway, it's beautiful. All right, we went swimming in Chicken Spring Lake, right there. Nice sandy area. I think this lake was frozen like 10 days ago, according to the comments in Far Out. But it really wasn't bad today. It was invigorating, but not painful. And lake warms up quick in the sun. So beautiful. Wow. Absolutely spectacular. Yep, today's video is going to be a long one. Sorry, not sorry. Absolutely spectacular. How lucky am I that I get to see this? So, I guess I have decided to try to haul my butt all the way to Crabtree Meadow today and set up there, sleep for, I don't know, hopefully 4 hours, maybe less, and then do Whitney tonight. The alternatives just don't make sense with our schedule and the amount of food we've got available to us. Oof, big step. And just to put project into perspective, it's 1:30 in the afternoon, and I've still got 13 miles to go to get to Crabtree. And the last time I hiked this section, I think I camped, well, I know I camped just back there a ways on the trail. And I spent all day getting to Crabtree and setting up to do the same thing. So, yeah, this is pretty aggressive, but we'll see what happens. Hello.
How's it going?
Fantastic.
Good.
That's a long string. And that is why so much of this trail is nasty, soft sand. Blah. Here's Rack Creek that we just forded. It's our first ford of the Sierra section. And it was a complete non-issue. Water is calm. Bottom was pretty sandy. It was up just over my knees. May all of our crossings be as easy. Well, it is 5:40 in the evening. I have 5 miles left to where I want to camp. And then hopefully I'll get about 4 hours of sleep before we start Sony Whitney. We'll see how it goes. So I was about 1,300 feet up this 1,500 foot climb that I just finished, and met another thru hiker who was in obvious distress. She was really struggling with altitude sickness and was trying to get concrete information about it to decide what she should do. So I stopped and talked with her for a while and just kind of brain dumped all of my knowledge about it. And then I remembered that I have a wilderness medicine app on my phone, so I called that up, and then we had like official information, which was very helpful. She had been really driving hard to try to get over the ridge and down to Crabtree Meadow or close to there. but Crabtree is still at 10,500-ish, 10,300-ish feet. And she was also considering going back down the hill to Rock Creek, which is only 9,500. And after some consideration on her part, she decided to turn around and go back to the lower elevation to sleep tonight. She started taking altitude sickness medicine, what is it, Diamox, I think, or something like that. She started taking it yesterday, but it takes a couple days for it to kick in. So she's gonna go hang out at Rock Creek and see if she feels better tomorrow. Or if she doesn't, there is an active ranger guard station there with a ranger that we actually met earlier and talked to today. So if she needs further assistance, she can reach out to him, and he'll have training and radios and all of that good stuff. But I don't know, I was just thinking that decision to turn around and go back down a ridge that you've already mostly climbed and to go in the wrong direction on the PCT, that is the bravest decision I have seen anyone make on this trip so far this year. That is incredibly difficult. And she has friends ahead that were expecting her to meet them at camp tomorrow night, and they don't have an inReach, so she has no way to contact them immediately. We took down their info and we'll pass along the message if we see them, but it's just another reason why it was a very brave decision to do the right thing, to do the what's best for her body. So yeah, fun times. Here it is. I don't know, I'm feeling kind of punky. We'll see if I get up at midnight to do this or not. Haven't decided yet. Wait and see how I feel.